so today we have a spiky ball mobility session. So these ones are really good for working through increasing your range of motion for your joints. Really good for myofascial release as well. So we're going to be working through a sequence that's about 6 to 8 minutes long. Full body work from the feet all the way through to the hips and then to the back line. So to start off with, you can be on a seat, you can be even on the couch at home, placing the trigger ball underneath your feet. All you're going to be doing here is applying some light pressure down onto your feet and slowly moving that trigger ball up and down. So what this is doing, this is working through the plantar fascia, that's on the bottom of your foot. That gets really tight, especially if you're doing a lot of running and walking. What you can do here is slowly apply more pressure as time goes on, and then you can slowly release it as time goes on. It's just rolling from one foot, little circles around, I like to do around my heel, and then also taking it towards your toe, and then you can switch sides there. So just a little one here, starting to roll through the foot, little baby circles, applying more pressure. Through towards the heel, just doing little circles right down just before you get to the very base here, but more towards where your arch is. So little babies through here, and shouldn't feel too intense at all. Just working through. You have lots of little baby foot muscles here. They're called your intrinsics that you're working through. That's really important to unload those ones because you put so much of your weight through them through the day. Once you've done that one, guys, we're going to come down and towards the ground. Your first movement is going to be through your hips. Now this is where the bulk of all your muscular tightness comes from. So all your emotions are also stored in your hips as well. For this one here, foam roller goes underneath this joint line here. So girls, is pretty much where your undie line is. Same thing sort of for guys. That's your hip joint line. For that one there, this trigger ball goes underneath that line. You're going to hold it onto a spot here and it will become a really intense pressure point position. Once you've got that position, you can simply just hang with your head down in between your arms. You're slowly starting to release through that area. Now here, I go for little circular motions in that area, and it should feel really quite tight, because again, that's where all your position is during the day. You're sitting down on a desk. From there, that's when your hip flexors get super duper tight. So I'm doing little circles through on one side. I'm really trying to relax through it here. Popping your head down. We're going to do about 30 seconds on each side here. So fully mobilizing, still rolling with that ball through on little circles. Finding whatever position is comfier here. And you can slowly lift up that back leg as well, and that's going to put some more pressure through that hip joint. That's going to increase that intensity that little bit more. So little baby circles. And then from there, we're just going to roll slightly on towards the side of your body here. That's going to get more into that side glute component. So I've got the trigger ball sitting just about here. That's also what's called your TFL. So that's that side part here. Again, that one gets tight when you're not using your glutes properly. So right onto that side part here. Once you get there, it should again feel really quite tight. You're slowly letting your body mold over that trigger ball. So again, I've got it in this side part right here, where your jean pockets would be if they're on the side of your jeans. That's part of where I'm rolling out through. Holding it there. And then you watch as time slowly moves on, the muscles will start to almost give way. And that's exactly what you want. So that's part of the fascia releasing. It's releasing through some of the adhesions. And this is going to help you as you try and back up day after day after day training in your recovery. From there, we're going to stick with the same leg. We're going to move into that glute now. So still with that same leg, that trigger ball now goes underneath your bottom. You're sitting on top of that one there. And you're going for little baby circles around that glute there. So working all the way around from one part of the glute component round to the other one. I'm doing little baby circles all around. You can go from little baby ones towards bigger circles and working all the way around that glute component, getting that full range. The trick is the more you relax when you're doing this, the more beneficial it's going to become. So your muscles need that relaxation for them to then give way and then start to lengthen. And from there, we're going to switch on sides there. We're going to working towards that other hip now. So that trigger ball is going to go underneath back to that underlying position. Popping that trigger ball underneath. And again, just going for that saw position. Again, it should feel super duper quite tight for most of us. And we're just doing little baby circles. So this would be really nice. You can do this anytime. It's really nice to do when you've been at the desk for quite a length of time during the day as well. Or before you train as well, you can do these ones, especially if you feel yourself getting a little bit tighter through that area. Little baby circles. So you're going round in a circular motion here. Pop your head down and just relax into this position for a little bit. Then moving that trigger ball now into the side, down towards that side position where the jean pockets are. That's that sore spot right there. Now, simply on this muscle, I'm rolling up and then I'm rolling back down. So I'm shifting my body weight up, shifting my body weight back down again. Moving right through. And from there, I'm going to flip onto that glute. And then just rolling for little baby circles. All the way around, and then making those circles a little bit bigger. Circles around one way, reverse the circles down, take them towards the other way. I'm going to give those legs a bit of a break now. We're going to work down towards the back now. So this one's really nice for releasing through your back muscles, also opens up through your chest. So I'm going to put that trigger ball just on the side of your scapula there. So that's that bony part that's on the side, right there. The trigger ball is going to go underneath. From there, I'm going to lie them down. The trigger ball is going to be on the left-hand side to start off with, just next to that scapula, between my spine and my scapula, in the middle of those 2 points. So that's the position of it. From there, I'm just lying on down. And I'm literally just holding the trigger ball in that position. Big breaths in through the nose. Big breaths on out. I'm just going to hold it here for about another 20 or so seconds before we then move to the other side. If it starts to release, you're not feeling much of a stretch anymore, or the tension has pretty much gone, then you can just move the trigger ball to another position. When you feel ready, you can then shift the trigger ball over towards the other side. So be over towards the other scapula. So especially if you start up to do more upper body work, you'll notice this point gets super duper tight. It will then aid to release through your pecs, so that's your front muscles here, as you're working through more of the chest press movements. Then once you go through this side here, we're going to hold it here for another 10 seconds. You can just start to get some more movement through with that trigger ball. And then from there, we're going to finish off with just a couple of other ones that I will show you as well. So coming back up to a seated position, this one's going to be good for my runners. We're going to get into your ITBs now. So this is your super duper tight point, runs all the way on the side. Going to roll that trigger ball all the way up and all the way down. This is the killer one to finish off with. It's going to be the one that feels the most tight, the most tender. That's normal as well, just because this muscular group is one of the tightest in the body. Through one side, I'm rolling up towards my hip, to the glutes, then down towards my knee. And then I'm going to switch sides and going towards my other ITB. So as I said before, guys, the trigger ball really good for increasing that range of motion, helps with your muscle performance, decreases that fatigue after training and your soreness. Therefore, it helps you back up day after day stronger, so that you can still come and train at your best capacities each time. It works, the mechanics behind it is it breaks up the adhesions between the fascia and the muscles that underlie that. You can find these trigger balls up at the front desk. We've got them all in different colours. $12, you can get pretty pink. There's also different ones as well. There's so many other exercises we can do. Like, comment and subscribe to our YouTube and comment below on any other videos that you may want to see. Have a wonderful day. Thanks, guys.